And now, let's meet your starting lineup for this week's edition of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. First, he's a 6-foot wrestling guru from Dubuque Hempstead High School, Timothy O'Neill. Next up, he's your friend and ours. He's a 6'5" beast from Central Elkader High School, the one, the only, Stephen A. Ortman.
Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I am your host Steve Ortman. Alongside me this week, Tim O'Neill. Tim, how are you doing?
Steve? Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Had a really unique opportunity this past Sunday as myself and Telegraph Herald photographer Eileen Meslar were able to travel with the East Dubuque girls basketball team as they participated in a very special event, the Preps with Pros program, and played a game at the Chicago United Center, home of the Chicago Bulls. Very cool opportunity. You look at, where they play the state tournament in Illinois at a college floor, and then here they get an opportunity to play at the United Center, home of the Chicago Bulls. Obviously, the biggest venue in Illinois. So pretty cool opportunity as a high schooler. Very neat.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about all the history of this place. It's referred to as the house that Michael Jordan built. So for a high school kid to get a chance to play, for a college kid to get a chance to play in that center would be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and Scott Shaber, East Dubuque girls basketball coach, kind of floated this idea out to us to follow along, kind of get some behind-the-scenes access there in the locker room with the Warriors as they prepared for this game against the Fulton Steamers. And we actually had the opportunity to be in the locker room there and hear Scott Shaber as he gave his pregame speech. So here we are to share that along with you, all of our viewers. Take a look.
The greatest that ever did it. This is where he played, the same floor. You're touching. All right, awesome feeling. All right, great moment. Speaking of moments, all right, we've had a lot, right? We've had special moments, we've had scary moments, we've had funny moments. All right, we had really excited, hooray moments. All right, some sad moments, tears shed, special and unique, big and small, long duration, short duration. All right. This is a great moment for you. Great moment for you. All right? Cherish it. Have fun with it. All right? Live in the moment. That's what I'm telling you. Don't let it all disappear. Well, wow, what just happened? All right? Live in the moment. Moments don't last forever, but forever is about to happen. All right? So enjoy it every second, and when you go out there, put it all on the line. You've got a great crew and support staff behind you. All right? Give them everything you got. All right? Let them know two things. How much you love each other and how much you love this game. All right? Let's go. Come on. All right. I love you guys. Hoo-ha on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now, the game itself against Fulton was kind of a grind from the start. When you think about playing in these, high school gyms, and then you go to the United Center, just much bigger, much vast surroundings compared to what they see in their high school gyms. So it was definitely a grinder of a game. In the first half, the teams combined to go 8 for 33 shooting the ball. Free throws were key the entire game, and it went into halftime tied at 13. Like I said, definitely a grinding defensive kind of game. And Eileen was in the locker room with the Warriors during the halftime speech, and here's what Coach Scott Shaber said to his team to kind of get them going in the second half.
They might know your blobs and your slobs, all right? They might know your last second shot. They might know where you're going, X's and O's, but they don't know your heart. So you lay it out there. 2 feet in the circle, day one, right? 2 feet in the circle, committed, day one. Here it is. If they know everything about you, it's all about this. They don't know your heart.
So, Steve, before we get into the rest of the game, a lot of these players maybe didn't get the chance to see Michael Jordan play. You, however, grew up in the heart of that championship
run.
Heart
of the 90s.
And
yes.
for the Bulls. So just what was it like for you to get a chance to go to the United Center, watch a game there, and kind of take in all of that history in that building?
yeah, to be able to go into the locker rooms, and the big one is to be able to walk around the hardwood there, be on the court, was just a really fun experience. And I can't thank East Dubuque enough to kind of give us that opportunity. We've been really looking forward to kind of doing a behind-the-scenes access type of centerpiece story. Eileen and I have been looking to do that previously, and to be able to do it in the Chicago Bulls arena was just the cherry on top. So, and now during the 90s, to be fair, I was a big Utah Jazz fan. I loved John Stockton and the Mailman, so I was heavily rooting against the Bulls during those years, but still, I can appreciate the greatness that was Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Steve Kerr, so many great players during that run, and just cool to see all the banners hanging up at the top of the arena, and be able to walk on that court myself was a very, very cool experience. But thanks for asking, Tim. Anyway, getting to the second half of the game, it was close. It was a 20-15 lead for East Dubuque going into the fourth quarter, and they kind of pushed ahead by 7 there, but Fulton made a run. They made it a 24-23 game, but senior Allie Berryman came through for the Warriors. She had a huge three-pointer, the only three-pointer of the game for the Warriors, and that made it a 28-23 lead for East Dubuque, and that made Fulton kind of get in a position where they had to foul, a lot of free throws. Allie Berryman scored 10 of her team-high 12 points in the fourth quarter. The Warriors finished 25 of 34 from the free throw line. Really shot well down the stretch there from the free throw line to hold on for the 40-29 victory, and also defensively played a key role for East Dubuque. They forced 34 turnovers and really sparked that win. At the United Center, I did catch up with Allie Berryman after the game right there on the court. Here's what she had to say about the win.
Right, so it was just a great atmosphere. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play here, so it's a great opportunity. And then at the beginning, we started off really slow, but then we came back and we hit our free throws, which was huge.
Talk about how big was the free throw line there, because offensive baskets were hard to come by, and you were able to hit a big 3 though and get the free throw line.
Yeah, the 3 was huge. It was a big momentum, and then we made our free throws. We were like 22 for 24, I think, or something like that. So it was big.
All right, yeah, that's Allie Berryman after the big win there in Chicago. Another senior, Cassidy Fine, chipped in 9 points, and it was a nice win for East Dubuque on the home court of the Chicago Bulls. Now, Scott Shaber told me after the game that Bulls personnel notified him that the crowd was the biggest the United Center had ever had for a Preps with Pros program game. So very, very good shout out there for the East Dubuque community and Fulton community for that matter, turning out for this special event. And that is going to do it for this week's edition of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I'm your host, Steve Ortman. For Tim O'Neill, we will see you next week.